again in the near future because he got swiped to teach a lab for a biology class on Thursday nights.
Of course
Which
you
is
did.
why yeah. He didn't want to, but they offered him money and he was like,
Money.
I need this. Yeah. So he's been doing that and explains a lot. Anyway, so I'm not too worried about a whole recap because today we're going to go commit arson.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so, yes, last time we had some people catch up with Emrys. Brina scared some druids.
I introduced everyone to chocolate.
That she did, and we also had Tong bring the bad news that there was more than one Saxon army in the area.
And I inadvertently scared druids. Air didn't technically help.
And Emrys totally backed Uther when he said, well, I guess we have no honor and we're going to attack in the middle of the night. And his cousin was like,
What?
What? And Emrys is like, no, that's a really good idea. Let's do it. She's like, what?
And Tong said, like, yeah, I wanted to do that, Rada, but no. Scaring both Brina and Erden. Well, scaring Brina and making Erden go, I can control one chaotic person, but not another. But yes, this week, we gather the druids and go to commit arson.
With no spell slots.
With no spell slots!
Hey, you don't have spell slots, I do.
Who needs spell slots when you just need 2 sticks?
Just go tackle
Wall
the fire.
of fire.
Wall of fire. She can cast Wall of Fire.
Yeah, prestidigitation can also light small campfires.
I wasn't sure how many spell slots I would have spent helping people, other than probably all of them.
All right, so
It still looks like I have spell slots, but I don't know if I actually have spell slots. Because I don't know how many I would have spent helping heal people. But I do have Wave Prestidigitation as a cantrip.
Yeah.
I have that.
How many people are going to go set fire to the Saxon camp? I know, Tooth.
Everyone.
That depends on the pitch to Adea. Amber's already gathering people.
I think Rada would at least go in order to guide the arsonists to the Saxon camp. Tong's definitely going, because she wants to set fire to things.
Alright. Are Erden and Henry gonna go set fire to things?
Ern will help, but he's also seeing how tired Rada is and thinking, you know what, she might not have enough energy to be able to control 2 arsonists.
I'm gonna go sneaky and burn everything down.
Alright.
I'm probably gonna go just to try and see if I can help keep people alive. And help control some of the chaos if I can.
Control the chaos.
I'm the heart of the party, I can try.
Galavan does not want to, but Boris is all for it.
Wait, say that again?
Galavan does not want to, but Boris is all for it. He's not gonna go, but Cadmus will. Cadmus is going to go.
Cadmus is
And
going.
Cadmus is going to look at Idea and be like, "You want to go set some things on fire?"
I need some ambrosia and I'm down.
And our last one. Oh, so Urians and Gorlos are also going to stay behind. But you've got Utherboars and Cadmus as NPCs coming with you, aside from Amror's men.
I have to imagine if there's any such equivalent to mana restoring nectars that there are in video games, if Adea was going to know what it was, it would surely be the nectar of the gods, ambrosia.
Okay. You guys head off. Uther's also bringing some of his cavalry.
Nice.
So you have some extra men. You guys will get about 3/4 of the way there before he stops the cavalry and everybody who is on a horse gets off. So as to be as quiet as possible when sneaking up.
Thunderclap snorts when he hears that out loud.
Did your horse just snort at me?
Yes. Yes, he did.
Look, if your horse can be quiet, it can come.
He's quiet as a horse. He can't do that. We're just gonna mentally tell him to stay there. I know you don't have horseshoes, but still.
Alright.
I'm assuming
So
that Tooth and I have been riding a horse or riding on Rada.
Yeah.
I feel bad. And so I'm assuming that we stay mounted purely for the fact that we are small.
alright. So as I understand it, the majority of the current army is in that second half that's kind of further back, right? In the camp?
This is a question to Rada.
He's looking at everybody who had gone initially.
As a player, I presume the answer is yes.
There are scatterings of people throughout the camp. I did stumble upon a campfire where people were talking with each other. So, though the main group is further in, we still should probably be careful and take care of those we.
I just want to know how to split the people we have here. I think what I'll do is I'll send the majority to the back, then have them go skirt around. And yeah. And maybe what we'll do is we'll have them skirt around. They're going to wait for those of us at the front to set fire to the smaller number of people in camp, because they're going to want to run away from the fire, and then once they see them running their direction, they'll just set everything else on fire and they'll be trapped. It'll be great for us, not them.
We should also try, if at all possible, to locate their food storage.
Oh.
Is that Tong or Rada?
That was Tong.
Yes. That is true. If we can scavenge any of that food off before we burn it. Yes, Leprechaun.
I have a trebuchet.
You have what?
I have a trebuchet in my bag. I also got some explosives in there that I can launch.
Should probably do that when everyone starts running in confusion.
Okay, I have 2 questions. How the hell do you have a trebuchet in your bag? And what the hell is an explosive?
I'll show you.
Ball of fire. Bag of holding.
It's just like
Oh, I did. Cool. I pull out a bundle of dynamite. This is wild. this on fire, and then you toss it. We put it in the trebuchet and we launch it, and it make big boom and fire.
Everything burns.
Have you done this before, Tooth?
Maybe.
Those look like sticks.
How do you ask?
Just, I've
Alright.
never seen something like this before, so it just.
Cadmus like comes over and he's like, he takes it and he's looking it over and he's like, I mean, I don't know what this is. It smells kind of like sulfur.
Yep, that would do it. I think I know what's in there.
Yeah, I know because I've accidentally set sulfur on fire and it goes boom.
There's more to it than that.
I assumed it was the gases from the volcano, but
Also, I'm pretty sure I have some Greek fire in here as well.
Oh,
More-
that's gonna be terrible.
Ah, yes, the Greek fire. That'll scare him.
I have to imagine Adea has seen something explosive in her time, despite the fact that explosives are very rare.
Idea would for sure know what Greek fire is, without a doubt. That is something that your people would have used and probably even improved on,
Fair.
just because of who they are.
Now I need to go look
Um,
up fire.
And you know what? Because your people are kind of similar to Atlanteans, I'll even give it to you that you have an idea of what gunpowder is, and so hearing the word explosive isn't too foreign to you. You guys don't necessarily use it.
Greek fire was an incendiary weapon used by the Eastern Roman Empire beginning in AD 672.
Yes.
Isn't that the stuff that doesn't stop burning even if you try and douse it with water?
Yep.
Yes.
Is that like 250 years after the current time?
Yeah. Well, so yes, but Greek fire was used prior to that in other places.
It was used by the Greeks.
Yeah.
Now, when you were talking about the Atlanteans being similar, were you talking to Idea still? About the
Yes.
gunpowder? Okay, that makes sense.
Yes. Idea would have heard of this stuff. She's aware of this stuff.
Before
Huh?
Greek fire was invented, a number of other things were used for setting fires like this.
Yeah.
The Syrians, being the earliest in the Greco-Roman world, used them a lot as well.
Yeah. And like I said, your people are going to be not quite as advanced as the Atlanteans, but a little more advanced than what people are in the modern world as it goes, just because of the nature of what you are.
Oh.
The Roman author Julius Africanus, writing in the 3rd century AD, records a mixture that ignited from adequate heat and intense sunlight, used in grenades or night attacks. With sulfur in it.
Adequate sunlight.
Okay.
Nice.
And then
So-
again, there's me, who's probably like, I have no idea what half of you are talking about. I just wanted to help protect my friends, but now I'm worried that I should have just stayed at camp. I don't want to hurt people.
A lot of
Burns
people are
just-
gonna die.
Ern's probably just thinking, I've seen one or two of these sulfur experiments. I've also seen Fireball. This is probably going to be worse.
Alright. So we only have one trebuchet. Cadmus.
Well, not necessarily. I could probably pull out more. I just have one that's specifically for my size whenever I decide to launch myself.
Yes, he's done it before.
What?
I gotta get myself one of those bags.
That bag is a mystery to us. I mean, he's pulled two of us
See?
out of it.
Oh God! How? How?
She rolled a 4, didn't she?
25
Yes!
too good of a shot.
Pulling out!
A large trebuchet.
Bag.
How can you pull out something that you're smaller than the will it goes on?
Struggling. Okay. I need help. It's stuck and I have small arms.
Ern goes over to help just to see if this is actually happening.
I'm just saying, if she needs more than just I will go help as well because I am curious now.
I'm going to look at Uther as he's watching this unfold. It's like, we don't understand the bag either. He's pulled two
I
of us
rolled
out.
a natural 20 for strength.
My gosh. Yeah, you pull out a large trebuchet. I would not say that it is an actual full-size one because that's
No.
ridiculous.
No,
You wouldn't
no.
be able to
It's
lift it.
just,
It's like a human-sized one.
it's large to me.
Hmm.
And um, because Boris is there with you, Titus is as well, and he just goes, "What in the name of Zeus have you done? How? Jupiter, Zeus, who are you? What? Now I don't even remember who I am."
Well, you're Titus, and that's Tooth. And he has a bag of holding that none of us understand.
It's magic.
Uther is like just, you know what, whatever. I don't even care. Cadmus, can you copy these to make a few more? What makes you think I can do this? Well, you're an earth druid. Can't you do the earth druidy thing where you build things out of rock? I've seen you do it. Don't pretend. Yeah, I can do it.
Did anybody bring the ambrosia that I asked for?
Ask Tooth, he can probably pull it out of his bag.
The dice is strong with this one tonight.
No,
No, he doesn't actually have impression.
Lame.
I appreciate the thought of being able to hurl things at our enemy, but I was kind of excited about running through the camp, setting things on fire. Can we still do that?
Yes, that is the entire point of why we brought part of the army here.
Okay, well, Cadmus is crafting the shit out of this. He just rolled a nat 19, so yeah, he's making like 2 more of these.
Nice.
People to use. Okay, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna send my cavalry to the other side with all of your torches. I want you to set up the torches in such a way that you'll be able to just basically start a brush fire around them. Catch all the
Nice.
tents along the perimeter. Whatever you can. Anything that'll catch. As soon as you see them start running your direction. And then okay. Boris, I'm gonna have you go with them. Oh, you mean I don't get to see the explode? Boris, fine, fine. I will go with them.
You got this.
Alright. You guys are gonna go over there. Alright. Um Emror, I want you and your men on one side, probably. So if I'm sending them to the far side, you're gonna go kind of laterally to the far side to keep them from running out that way. So they basically do the same thing as just setting fire to that side.
As you command.
Basically, Amror and his men
Shall be
to
done.
the left, to the left.
Ugh.
There goes Party Dad with his men to the left.
Okay. And let's see. See who I've gotten rid of. 1, Oh, perfect. There's 8. Oh, no, I didn't. Brina, did you go?
Yes.
Okay, I didn't write your name down.
I'm kind of questioning why I came, but I think it's more because I want to make sure that if I can help protect my people, I can. I don't think I'll necessarily be very effective on the ground helping with anything, but I'm kind of more like the relief people.
Fair enough. Send you. Okay. Yeah. So then we'll have Rada, Brina, Tooth, and Cadmus. And Henry. Stay to the nearer side. So basically the right side of camp. You guys will take out that side. And then Erden, your fox friend, and the warrior girl are gonna come with me.
You are the
All
And we're
right.
gonna hit the front.
To say that I'm his friend is rather. What's the word?
Forward.
Presumptive.
Presumptive would probably be the
Insulting?
word. I would not say that we're friends just yet. More of very good acquaintances. But yes, we're going to the front.
We'll have basically Tooth. You'll take your little trebuchet thing. We'll keep the other two up front with us so that we have some direct shots in there. Basically, those on the sides, once you see the front start throwing fire, just start hitting fire. The back end will follow suit once we've sufficiently scared everyone. And then before we get that all set up, before we even get to the camp or whatever, I want to send. Let's see. Amror, you, let's say one of your men and the leprechaun in to see if we can find out where the food storage is so we don't set that on fire. See if we can get as much food out as we can in the meantime. And actually, you know what, Amror, take 2 more men. That way you guys can actually start carrying stuff out, but I want you sneaky folk to get in there, get as much out as you can.
Just
Don't
start
worry
dipping
about
into
carrying it
that.
back to us. Just find a safe spot where it's not going to get burnt that we can come back to later once we've, sufficiently destroyed the camp. Once you guys come back and say you've got the food, then we'll set up. Basically, I think what we'll do is we'll follow you there until we're about 100 yards out. You guys sneak in, get all the food out that you can. Then we'll set fire to things if they, for some reason, catch you. That way we're close enough to just go ahead and wreak some havoc right away. Sound good?
Excellent, my liege.
All right.
Uh,
All right. Let's.
before you
Your
go,
will is my command.
Before you
Yes.
go, who are the NPCs that came besides Uther?
Boris
Cadmus.
and Boris and Cadmus.
So, Uther, Boris, Cadmus, and Amor, could you come here, please?
Okay.
And then Ra will put her, take her shield off because she still has the Warhammer fuse to her hand. Put on whoever's like to her immediate left, Amror would recognize this as this has happened before when he was in the party, but she's going to say, by the authority granted upon me by Artemis, I grant you enhanced sight to peer through the dark of this night. And she's going to give them the 300 feet of dark vision.
Oh gosh. But like the moment that it sets, Cadmus is like, oh, what is this? Oh my gosh, I could use this. I would never stop working.
Olivia.
Wait, she has magic that can make it so that we can never stop working?
No, she just helped them to be able to see in the dark.
Well,
Boris is blinking a lot, just like.
I can see things, but it's all black and white, and I don't get it.
Uther is handling this a lot better than everybody else. You can tell that he's like, this is weird, but also he's like, I'm just gonna roll with it. I just saw a leprechaun pull a human-sized trebuchet out of his bag.
Next, I'm going to rescind the one on Amror and give it to Erden, because I'm pretty sure Amror can already see in the dark. Meanwhile, Erden has problems.
Erden. Yes,
You
Erden.
use the hammer, you just extend his vision. His knights are probably like, what?
Like, how come you can see? How come you can't?
And you guys are like, what just happened? And also, why doesn't he need it?
Okay.
For those of him that you know still don't know.
All right.
Thanks, Rada.
I was gonna say, do I notice that Amor's men are really confused?
I mean, probably they're like, what is happening? But like, they've also kind of gotten used to the weird things that happen when druids are around. So.
Okay.
Oh.
Then I
Just
go. Then I
par
won't
for the
go.
course.
I mean, keep in mind that Ambrose men also work for Gorlois, who's probably been sending them messages on the wind, and so they'll suddenly just hear his voice, and it's like, "Hi, you're
You think
nowhere
I
near
can keep
here."
that, but I haven't.
Like,
But she will also put her hand on Amror's shoulder and say, "Your vigilance has kept our group safe in the past, and so I bless you with increased vigilance, and you will have advantage on the next initiative roll."
Yay.
Who was that for?
Amror.
Amber.
And you will have that until the next time I use this ability again, or until you roll the initiative.
Nice. All right. So we'll just skip a bit to the part where you get within 100 yards of the camp. Uther kind of motions for everyone to just hunker down and then let you sneaky sneaks go in. So, my sneaky sneaks, I'm gonna need some stealth checks.
Not without a pass without trace at 3rd level, because that's my last spell slot that can cast it.
Go for it.
Wait.
Oh, speaking of stealth rolls, I rolled one for Thunderclap, and just using his raw dexterity, it's a total of 17. Just fall like 30 yards behind the rest of the group as we go to the camp.
So Amor's men will all get a plus 10 bonus to their stealth checks.
Good, because they, two of them rolled a 4 and a 5, so we're gonna need that. Alright. Let me guess, you disappeared?
Amor got a 27 with the bonus.
Ooh.
And you disappeared? Alright, cool.
This is
All right.
why Amor hasn't gotten caught doing all those scouting runs.
He's just like, all right. um. So you guys are definitely it's pretty late. You guys are not seeing anybody up and moving around. You're seeing some smoke spirals from where the fires are. You are seeing very low glows. It's probably embers at this point, coals, rather than like actual flame. I'm gonna need some investigations to see if you can find things. Amror, you can do yours at advantage because you have been working with armies. You might have a better idea of where they would store their food within an army camp setup.
That makes sense. For an investigate?
Yes.
Oh, that's
I
good
only
because
got
in
an 8.
Amber has a -1 in investigate and
Two
got a
has
9
one.
with advantage.
Huh?
I said that's good because Amber has a -1 in investigate and got a 9 with advantage.
What is your total? What is your
Oh, so 8 plus. It was 8 total.
Huh?
8.
Oh, it was 8 total. Oh
yeah,
my gosh.
I rolled a 4, and I think it's a +4. 8.
Okay. Wow. This camp is not set up like you guys are expecting it to be set up. And Tooth's even been here before, and he still has no idea what he's looking for.
Where's the kitchen tent?
Wait, do.
All right. Hold on. Oh, thank the Lord. One of your men rolled an 18, and he goes, Emma, Emma.
Did I get a bonus to add that?
No.
That's okay.
You're not an all military man. You're yeah.
Kinda
So
try.
yeah, one of your men is just like it's over here. So he gets you guys going to the right place. When you get inside, it's a pretty hefty amount of food. It's mostly simple things. It looks like it's mostly flour, things to make bread over a fire, things to make stews. There's dried meats. Um,
Do
there's
any of us
there's even some barrels of dried fruit.
Ooh.
do any of us know about the incendiary capabilities of flour?
Ooh. Ooh.
What? What were we asking?
Does anybody know about the incendiary properties of flour?
Oh, yes.
Does Tooth actually know? Okay, I just thought I'd check.
Because can you
Yeah.
imagine setting fire to this and then just boom? Oh, there's all their food.
And let's. So you got about 3 barrels of dried meats. And you've got 1 barrel of dried fruit. Looks like you've got 3 bags of oats. Holy sh! And about 10 like bags of flour, like the big bags that they take with them all over the place. Couple like 10-pound bags. 10-pound bags of flour.
Yeah, imagine if that had gotten set on fire.
Yeah.
Explosion. It'd have to be the
Flower
right.
fire.
It'd technically have to be in the right conditions.
Yeah, you
To
have to wait for it to
ignite.
be like in the air for it to cause big
It has to be
explosion.
airborne. It can't just sit there in sacks. But
Fair enough.
Good thing we have trebuchets.
People that we have.
Put flour in one of the trebuchets.
exactly, that's what I'm thinking. What have you done?
I'm thinking the most easiest way to do it, since none of us have fly. The only reasonable thing to do is to give the bags a couple cuts, fling them in the air, wait for them to settle out a little bit, and send some fire.
Well, correct. I only have to correct you there. Well, yes, we technically don't have the fly spell. Rada can fly for a minute in dim light or darkness.
Basically.
I keep
just-
doing that.
Place some well-placed bags of flour.
I just want to
As long as-
state that in 3.5, wood doesn't burn, and we got real fed up with that, so we ended up making flour bombs to set things on fire. Because we were so angry about wood. Yeah.
That would be frustrating.
It was very.
All right.
And how many men do we have?
What?
How many men do we have?
There are 5 of you.
Okay.
So, okay, we have a barrel of dried fruit.
So Emerald, do you think
3
that all of
barrels
us
of meat.
can take this? Excluding
Luckily,
me
the
and
barrels are
Danny?
easy enough to roll out. Just tip them on their sides and off we go.
I was gonna ask if you wanted me to pull out a wagon.
Amahor will look kind of slyly at Tooth and be like, "Do you have a wagon?"
Yeah, I have a wagon. I pulled the
Well,
wagon out of the bag.
more useful for all these sacks.
Oh my. Hey, Tooth,
Yeah.
what's your carrying capacity?
We
Because
didn't
I
bring any-
betcha it's not 10 pounds.
No.
We didn't bring any of the strong people with us. Rada, Adea,
Henry?
probably Henry.
Well, keep in mind though, your men are soldiers. They can lift.
True. Amor's strength is decent, at least.
So help me if Tooth pulls out a little
Amber's-
red wagon. from that
Amber's
back-
problem isn't necessarily that he's not strong enough, it's that he's only got one arm.
That's true.
I don't know. I can't find it.
Hold on. Let me just.
I mean, I did roll for a wagon to pull out, and
No, I know, but you can't lift anything into the wagon.
No, I can't. I have.
Cut down.
Yeah.
My strength is a -3.
Oh,
What's the modifier?
The score, not the modifier.
The score, not the
but at a
modifier.
-3, that's still at best a 5. Times 15 and then probably
Oh
cutting
yeah,
what?
that's a 5. The score would be a 5.
Score is a 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you even lift?
Okay, so I missed
No, he
arm
doesn't.
day.
Well, I was gonna say, technically, the way they've got the carrying capacity set up, he could technically carry it. However, Tooth is like 2 feet tall, and a 10-pound bag of something is going to be the same size as him. He cannot pick it up.
No.
It's like us trying to like pick up a dog the same size as us.
It's not a problem of weight, it's a problem of awkwardness.
It's
Yeah.
like trying to
Yeah.
pick up an empty bookcase that's in one of those like 6-foot ones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Not solid wood, of course, but
He
like.
can't get his arms around it. There's no way if he tries, he's going to flop over, and then he's gonna have a 10-pound bag of flour on him.
Yes, that's how.
Or a
Tooth
10-pound
dies.
bag of oats if that's what he tries to pick up first.
That's how Tooth dies.
He also cannot help roll the barrels because those barrels are going to weigh more than 10 pounds because they're bigger than the bags. Because we're talking a barrel.
You could run it like
And actually, you know what? I'm gonna up the poundage on these. We're gonna go with like 50-pound bags because we got a lot of people here. So yeah, there would be no way.
Yeah.
These are gonna be way bigger than him.
Tooth is there for strictly a managerial position.
Yeah.
I was like, you have a wagon, of course we'll use it, duh.
It will take 2 people to lift these safely. I have picked up a 50-pound bag of dog food before, and when it decides to shift, you go with it. Doesn't matter whether you can lift the 50 pounds or not.
I was gonna say 50 pounds is usually team lift in most
But, yeah.
areas.
yeah, that's
Oh,
the starting limit of team lifting.
Yeah, it's like, please don't.
But that's
Yeah.
also safe working environments, not stealing from a military camp. So
Yes, let's take our time, boys.
I will I will say, Amror, it's probably easier for you to just tip barrels and roll them out while they do the team lift since you've only got one arm.
True. Either that or get somebody to put stuff in Tooth's mysterious wagon and use my one arm to pull the wagon.
So what I'm going to have you guys do is for each thing you grab and take out, I need stealth for basically, anything you're knocking over or picking up, and then a stealth to get it out of there without anybody hearing or noticing you.
I will keep lookout since I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not.
So I will need perception checks from you.
But did you grab the wagon out of your bag?
Yes, I rolled and got the wagon out of the bag.
Yeah, they're gonna load the wagon, but they've got to do it, quietly.
Our one-armed person could probably use the wagon very effectively.
Did you
First.
pull out a red radio flyer wagon by chance? Because I'm gonna lose it if you say it's a red radio flyer wagon.
No, it's Oregon Trail. Wow.
It's not a
I
little
think
red
that
wagon.
counts as a cart.
Huh?
It's not a little red
And
wagon.
it's not. It's less a
Is it
wagon
really?
and more like a wooden sled.
Okay.
So it doesn't have a handle to pull with one hand, is what you're saying.
No, it does.
It's got like a rope, like one of those ropes that you would.
Yeah. If you
Oh,
see
that
like
makes sense.
how sleds are, they have ropes. You should attach them so you can just.
Yeah.
Sure. Imagine it to be like what we used out in the field, and now we're going to need the people to get in there and pretend to be horses to drag it out.
See,
I would have nothing to strap it down with because I don't think anybody has rope. Let's see. Oh no, they do. They have rope.
I
They're
have
gonna
rope
tie it
too.
down.
Amror's
Cool.
has 50 feet of rope on him.
I'd like to point out, Arthur, I tried to convince Eric that he should wrangle up some of the elk nearby to pull the sled, but he said that was a no-go.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't think we're
technically.
They would never know. They never came out. Anyway, so the first three bags, they get the 3 bags of oats out quietly enough, onto the sled quietly. Let's see if they get it. They are struggling to be quiet to get it out though. There's a little puffing. I mean, we're talking 150 pounds they just put on a sled and tied down, and then the 3 of them trying to like haul it out.
Not to mention it's a sled. I don't remember the sled out in Colorado being quiet.
So for the whatever Amror decides to move, he got a 28. But for the getting it out of the tent stealthily,
Yeah.
we got 10 plus his modifier of 3 plus the die roll of 1. It is the lowest roll he can get at 14.
He's still doing better than his men. They're making much more noise than he is. So at any rate, he's covered. However, you're lucky because the Saxons who would have heard them rolled the exact same number as them, so they're not hearing anything. Somebody's snoring and
Passes out traits.
really loud.
Saves us all. Because it gives the men the boost too, the plus 10.
yeah. What?
I rolled a 19.
A 19? Yeah, you're not seeing anything. You do hear a couple of as people are like rolling over, but nothing.
Yeah, anyone within 30 feet of me gets the plus 10 stealth.
Well, all right then, Henry.
Nice.
Okay. So they're gonna come back. More bags. Oh, that was quiet. That was pretty quiet. That was pretty quiet. All right, now let's see if they can pull it out quietly. Oh, a nat 19. They figured out how to work as a team and get it out this time.
Yay.
What did they bring out?
They're working on the flour, but they're not taking it all the way to where the rest of the food was. Unless, did Tooth mention anything about them being on fire? Or being able to light them on fire?
I'm sorry. Yes, he would mention say, "Oh, we can set that on fire." Like just toss it in the air. And
Okay,
toss it
they're
away.
gonna just
Hmm?
set this stuff outside for right now. They'll come help move the barrels of dried meat with you. Next. Oh, good job. Can we do that? Oh, that one was really bad though. Okay. There is a thump as that one drops. Uh-oh. Juice, I'm gonna need more perception from you.
19 again.
19 again. You hear the thump behind you. They kind of freeze for a moment. Somebody startles and you see them kind of groggily sit up and start kind of looking your direction. Oh, dear Lord, I lost it. Why are you throwing your dice all the way at the fridge?
She's desperate?
You roll.
Hunger pangs.
I rolled a 13.
To
Throw a rock somewhere over in the other direction in the woods.
he does not notice. He's like he hits the guy next to him. And you can hear them talking to each other. You don't speak Saxon, right? No, so they're talking to each other, and the other guy looks up and he's looking over towards your direction. They're Saxons, they're human, they can't see in the dark. You're little. They're not gonna see you, but they're definitely looking in your direction.
Okay. Oh, I can signal to the others not to move.
Well, they're not moving right now, they're actually looking at you
I'm gonna.
as best they can. I'm pretty sure Amror's the only one who can see you.
Okay.
So they're kind of glancing at Amror to see what he says.
So I'm gonna point at me, and then I'm gonna signal that I'm going to move to go distract them, pretty much.
And Amor is kind of giving this like quiet stop.
Quiet. Yeah.
Stop.
Roll a 2.
I did roll a 2, but that's okay.
I guess if that makes you noisy, they'll pay attention to you and not them.
Yeah.
You're good. You're good. I got.
So that will be an 11 total, as I am hoping to like go around the fence to make the noise, like I'm in the woods.
Somehow, they don't manage to hear you.
So I'm over there. Roll high, roll high, roll high.
The heck?
For a relatively large stick that I can break.
Okay, you found one.
Excellent. Oh, we're trying to make the stick there, but
Okay, attack the stick.
attack the stick.
Like one of them heard the stories of the people who arrived earlier today from the battle. Just like, okay, there's got to be something going on. I've heard there's some crazy stuff like a dragon. Completely paranoid now, while the other guy's just, I don't believe it.
Good. Oh, they don't have. Okay, I guess we'll do it for this one.
That's the one guy from earlier that almost got sight of Henry.
17. 17.
If they make a noise, they make a noise.
I've been hearing
You go
things
to
like all the
stomp on
time.
it,
What's
you
going
lose your
on?
nerves. I can't do this. And so you just kind of tap the ground. Because you're like, these are big scary Saxons. What are they doing?
Okay.
She rolled an out one to attack the stick.
So I rolled a 4.
Uh-huh.
From my bag and I pull out. You know those? I'm gonna go get it. Hold on, I have one.
I'm scared, guys.
Is she pulling out a little saw? Wood saw?
I don't know. She went to go get it from her room.
She keeps a wood saw in her room?
She went to grab something from her room. And I am afraid. Can you guys hear that?
No.
No.
Hold up. You can hear it now. I don't know if I can turn the mic up anymore. Okay. Sure, you pull out the thing. Well, why do you have that?
Oh, because the girl had a whole bunch they got from a party, and so I'm just gonna donate some of them because they didn't need all of them. But anyways, it's one of these things.
Oh, a cracker.
And then you
Oh.
spin it, and it makes wind noises.
It makes a lot of noise. If you can get it, got it before where you make it loud enough, if you can get it going fast enough, it makes a pretty loud whistling noise.
All right.
I-
I'm going to need.
I love it.
I want you to give me a dexterity check to see if you can get it going fast enough to make a loud enough noise.
Okay.
God damn it. Somehow, though, the Saxon is not hearing it. I don't understand. He rolled a 2. I don't understand. The Saxon's not.
It turns out
Hang
that
on.
this Saxon is actually half deaf.
I'm not even using the right dice. Hold on.
So he's
Oh my gosh.
joined
I
with
keep.
the Saxons.
Can I not roll anything but a 9 on these?
Apparently.
The
I've
half
rolled
deaf
like
Saxon.
6 9s on these. Hold on. This is ridiculous.
Half Dan,
Or
the half.
something.
At a certain point, you
I
can't
give up.
roll
The
anymore and just have to
Saxons.
say
Half
it's
deaf,
yeah.
half deaf
The
Saxon.
Saxons are deaf. I can't roll higher than a 10 for the Saxons. They don't hear it. You guys hear it. They don't hear it. Your men are looking at you like that.
And we're still giving Tooth the like, are you trying to make noise? Like,
Henry, since you're actually in the camp, can I get a perception check from you? You are muted, so I didn't hear that.
Yes, you
I'm gonna
can.
give a
One
look-
sec.
Oh.
I'm gonna give a look to you, and Roy being like, "Yes, I'm crying."
I rolled a 5, and that's
Oh.
modified.
He doesn't hear it either.
let's end.
I'm busily contemplating how I'm going to tackle
Does make me.
a person.
However, somehow, some way, Uther does, and he's sitting there with you guys, and then you see him like sit up and start like. Do you guys hear that?
Natural 20.
What did he? Yeah.
And when,
that's it.
and when nobody else does, he just goes, "I'm going crazy." It's just like sits back down. Like,
No, I rolled a natural 20 on that.
oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. You hear it too. Then he's just like, what?
I mean,
Birds
Rada
win
has
messages.
a passive perception of 23 at this point.
I did not.
Yeah, Rada probably hears it too. It's just this weird.
Now they're gonna think that this campground is haunted.
Uh,
It's
uh,
it's haunted.
and so when he realizes other people are hearing this, he looks at 2 more of Amber's men and he's just like, "Go see what that is." And so they're just okay. So they like head off,
Oh my goodness.
and they're being fairly sneaky. So you're
I
gonna have
look
to
back,
follow the noise.
I look back at Rod, just like, you're hearing this, right?
Yes.
What is that?
What am I missing?
Meanwhile, Amor is like, "What are you trying to accomplish?"
I'm trying to scare them.
Half the camp is now hearing this and absolutely no idea what's going on.
No, they're deaf. They're not hearing it.
I have not gotten a single Saxon to wake up. I rolled 5 times for 5 separate Saxons. Nobody knows. These two can have a full-blown conversation and they won't have an idea what's going on.
Somebody spike the wine.
I can't roll above a 10 for the Saxons.
So they could just start stage whispering at each other.
That's what
What-
Amor is doing.
One of your men actually turns to you and he's like, "If they're not moving to that, should we just keep going?"
Amor thinks about it for like 2 seconds, and he's like, he kind of shrugs his shoulders and like, yeah, keep going.
Okay, so they start rolling him out. Good job.
We'll kind of watch their backs because if the Saxons move, he has a plan. But he's like, they're not doing anything.
Yeah, they rolled a nat 2 and a nat 1. They're not hearing shit. Okay, the last barrel gets
Somebody
rolled
spike
out
me, honestly.
without any. Nope. That last one he starts rolling out, and the Saxon actually, the second Saxon just sits up and goes, "Okay, I heard it this time." Like, you can't understand it, but you can tell that he's looking at his companion like, "Okay." So now they're both kind of starting to stand up. One of them kicks another one like, "Something's going on."
I look at Amroyd and I go like this.
What's that supposed to?
Should I set off an explosion?
Boom.
So that will send the wrong signal.
I never said what kind of explosion I was going to send. It
No,
was
quiet.
They
And,
start. They both pick up weapons and they start kind of heading towards that tent, towards you, Amor.
Okay, Amor tries to take up a position of hiding so that he can potentially take them by surprise.
Oh, I've got it. The Saxons are deaf, but they can actually feel the vibration in the ground.
They get vibration.
What are
The
they?
snake
Tribal
sense?
sense?
Apparently. They're both deaf, so they had to figure out something.
They're actually snakes.
Oh my! Your 2 men can't find you. They both rolled an 8.
Amor is successfully hiding from his men.
Yeah.
He's
So
hiding from the
they can't
Saxons.
figure out what's going on. The whistling stops, so they just can't figure out where it's coming back. So they head back to the rest of you, and they're just like, "Stop!" Okay.
This has definitely left Mission Impossible area and has transitioned into Pink Panther area.
Has he
Oh, yeah.
successfully hidden from the Saxons?
Okay. They are heading towards your companions. Are you going to do anything about that?
Slow dart of
Told them
death.
to be quiet.
Yeah.
Is my 18 enough to be successfully hiding from the Saxons that are walking my way as I hide?
I don't know. They've been rolling so poorly. Oh. No, I don't think so. Hold on. I gotta pull up their. I actually rolled high, which is a shock.
Well,
Got a plan.
let the arson begin.
Let the arson
One-
yeah!
Position.
This one Saxon was put on this green earth just to oppose Amror in this one task of his life.
Yeah, no, they have a +4 to their perception, so that is a whole 20. No, they see you.
Okay.
As soon as Amber
So
notices that they see him, he uses nature's veil to turn invisible.
Tooth, basically, you hear them go, "Ah!" He just this wakes up several others. They start grunting and sitting up like, what's going on?
okay, I'm gonna do something.
And Amber will
Who's
then
not
use
gonna be
ethereal
happy with
step
that.
to get behind them.
Can I see the fire from where I'm at?
Can
The little
you?
ember area, the fire section.
No, they're not. Well, perception.
No.
Amber
So you're
will then
going. You're going behind them.
After he goes invisible, he'll use ethereal step to go into the ethereal plane and go behind them and draw his sword while he's in the ethereal plane.
Okay, cool. All right. In that case, initiative rolls.
Yeah. I was gonna say, as soon as he appears behind them after he disappears from reality, the goal is to backstab one and say to the other one, "Can I help you?"
Can I help you?
And remember, you have advantage on this initiative roll, Amror.
Yes.
Yes.
Because they don't know where you are.
Your things over there.
Okay.
Well,
But
you
do they
also
know
have
where I
the
am
plus
after I
blessing.
went invisible and then went to another plane?
The board thingy's back there.
That's the real question. Do they still know where I am after I go invisible and go to a different plane of existence for 5 seconds?
Absolutely not. These guys don't use that kind of magic. They have no idea what's going on.
Oh no, roll for it. One of them's gonna get a natural 20. Just that one Saxon who's against Amror in this case.
I've got a 20.
Now,
On your initiative?
Yeah.
one of them got a nat 18, but no, they have no idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
So close.
I almost tried to write on dry erase board with a rail pen, which would not have worked. Hold on. Let me get a dry erase marker.
We draw the sword in the ethereal plane so that he already has it ready and doesn't make any sound when he gets behind them.
Mm-hmm.
They're looking at a tent going, "He was there!" And the next time they see him, the goal is for him to be right behind them and one of them to be very upset about his back.
Can I help you?
I have your back. Do you want it back?
Okay. Wow. Seriously. Another 9. I'm getting tired of these 9s.
Hey, time
Or
to roll
not.
the dice in the dice jail.
Oh no, that's
Yeah.
only for horrible offenders.
Also, since it may be
That's for the
relevant,
dice guillotine.
you mentioned that we probably got patched up after the last combat, so should I assume that my HP is not at the same thing as it was at the end of the last combat?
Oh, yes. Because of the high level druids that are there, we'll just say that you get back like 50 of the points, like basically 50% of the points you've lost.
Okay, so we're going to regain like 9 hit points or something like that. Sorry. No, not 9, 19.
Dang, you were low. Oh, you got hit hard.
I was missing about half of my hit points.
Okay. Tooth, what did you get?
I got a 6.
6? Wow.
I rolled a 1. And I
Wow.
did
Amror, what did you get?
I got a 20 on my initiative roll.
Okay, that's better. All right. Your men got a 23, so they actually hear them grunt first. They see you vanish just in time to come in and just attack the 3 Saxons that are there. So each one of them's going to attack a Saxon.
Amror seeing this in ethereal step was like, no, the point was for them to get away. But he can't communicate it to them.
Okay, the first one just is. Second one might not though.
Wait, why do you want him to get away?
He was trying to just let his men get away.
I was supposed to be
Oh.
the distraction, and also just getting stabbed in the back is not fun.
He's baiting himself. He's using himself as bait for the Saxons so his men can get away safely.
Yes.
I thought he wanted the
The
Saxons to get
second
away. I was
one
like,
hits. And the third one really hits. Okay. Your men are mostly doing a good job here. Alright.
mostly.
Apparently.
Well, the first one missed.
I don't know how many of them I even have.
Good point.
I know that one of them knows my secrets of not being human, but only one of them.
Okay. Saxon 1. Saxon 2. Saxon 3.
Name them all.
I'm just going to give them random names. We're gonna have
Bert.
Greg, George.
We
you
do
can't
not
have
get
another
Bob.
George.
No, all Georges
They're
are idiots.
idiots.
I have no idiots among my knights.
Now it's suggesting names for the Saxons.
The Saxons.
Oh.
Oh no, they're just Saxon 1, 2, and 3. And then his men that he has with them are Tim, Halbert, and Colin.
Tim, Halbert, and
Colin.
Colin.
I was just saying that Bert knows all my secrets. Halbert.
Oh.
Halbert knows my secrets.
Halbert knows your secrets. Alright.
It's now canon.
Okay. Okay.
We
They
now
have
know.
names. Thank you.
We now know who Amor's trusted knight is. Halbert.
I like it.
Alright. So you get hit with 10. So the second one gets hit with. Oh, that's true. These guys are fighters. Second time he gets hit with.
No, all Georges are idiots. I have no idiots amongst my men. Or my knights, that's what it was.
I'm gonna do it this way. 16. Okay.
It's a quote from another quote.
I know.
And you get hit.
In quotes.
And twice. So then.
Those Saxons must have rolled extraordinarily high on initiative.
The
Well,
Saxons, no.
No, your men rolled high.
Your
Oh,
your men.
they rolled high. Excellent.
Your men. Yeah, your men are attacking first. They got a 23, so they're 5. And 11.
Just going to
here.
a slight skerfuffle.
And then I forgot both. Oh. Wow, your first guy. He sucks. Jeez, Tim.
Hopefully it's not Halbert.
No, it's Tim. Halbert's doing really well.
Tim must be the new trainee. He's
Okay.
good, but he's still got a lot to learn.
Oh my gosh. Your first guy got really excited and just threw his sword in your direction. I need you to make a dexterity save so you don't get hit.
Aren't I in the ethereal plane?
Oh, that's true. You know what? We're just gonna say for giggle's sake then that it goes right through you and just like flies out into the field. Just goes like stuck in the ground. He rolled a nat 20 with a strength check to just like he went to it. He rolled a nat 1 to attack, but his strength was so strong he just flung the sword. So now he's unarmed. Tim's not very smart, guys.
I'd say dodge a bullet. I dodged a bullet there, but Amor doesn't know what a bullet is.
Yeah.
But I very much did just that.
Yeah.
Dodge
Okay.
arrow.
Goodness, you're still in the ethereal plane.
Yeah, that could have been. All right.
Through you,
Cool.
and you're just like, oh, that would have been unpleasant. We're gonna have to give Tim the Obi-Wan speech about lightsabers.
Right.
This weapon life.
The your men have all done their attacks. Amror, it's your turn.
Okay. Amror etherealizes behind the Saxons
Okay.
and promptly attempts to stick the one in the back that isn't currently incredibly wounded from his men.
All right, Saxon number 1 it is. Go ahead and give me an attack. And since it's and since you're flanking and he has no idea you're there. Get advantage.
Wow, those rolls are horrendous. I rolled a 5 and a 6, so a 6 plus a 7?
13.
Yeah, that's not quite gonna do it.
Clearly distracted by having a sword go through me in the ethereal plane.
Uh-huh.
That's fair. It is kind of distracting. Anything else you wanna do?
Oh, I get 2 attacks.
Oh, perfect. Try for that second one then.
And
I
I'm
mean-
gonna use Planner Warrior on this one. We really
Okay.
gotta stick it to them. I'm not even gonna roll the second one. The first one was a nat 20.
Woo!
Oh, perfect. Woo! Well, it's gonna suck for this guy.
Backstabbed. I need sneak attack. It's exactly what I did.
You know what? Just because of the way things are working, I'm gonna give it to you.
Also, what are the rolls on sneak attack? I've never played a rogue.
It's an extra D6.
Yep.
Oh, cool.
I was gonna say, don't look at me. I don't know.
So I get 2d8 because it was a crit plus d6?
Yep.
Plus my bonus. Well, we hit max damage on the first 2 dice.
Oh my god.
And a 7, so 7 plus 8 plus 6 plus 7. 7 times 4, 28 damage. And I need to do my Planner Warrior damage as well. So
Okay.
28 slashing damage, and where's Planner Warrior? I think it's another d8. Yes. And 1 force damage.
Because you just materialized.
Yes.
Yeah, you.
I backstabbed him true and true.
You almost knocked him down to half health. Yeah. Okay.
You might as well just stab it in the spine.
So now we have the Saxons.
There's a really
So
good-
Saxon number 1 is going to spin around because he just got hit in the back and he's not happy about that. And he's going to attempt to attack you. That one's gonna miss. Does the 17 hit?
No.
Okay, he misses twice.
Getting
You got
stabbed
him
in the
good.
back is distracting.
Alright, Saxon number 2 is gonna go for Halbert, and he's gonna miss. But he's gonna hit the second time.
No, Albert.
It's okay. It's only 7 damage. He can take that. And then Saxon number 3 is gonna go Colin, which is gonna hit both times. So Colin,
Is it sad that no one's going after Tim? They just see him as a non-threat.
Threw his sword.
Yeah.
There are
Hey,
some
Colin
who
took
call
a
him-
decent
Stop
hit,
trying to
but
punch his
he'll be
sword.
okay.
There are some who call him sword
Tim.
thrower.
Tim Sword
Most of
Thrower.
us.
Alright,
No,
Tooth.
that is not an accolade.
So you're hearing a fight within the tent, but you're also seeing the other Saxons being woken up by all of this, and they're starting to stand up. So what are you doing? I pulled out a firework. A firework? I'm gonna launch it at the fire. That was the plan. I can't see. You can't. So you're just gonna launch it in amid the Saxons that are stirring. Pretty much. What kind of firework did you pull out? Okay. Okay. Roll me a d10. Okay.
We need a
But
firework.
don't tell me
table.
what the thing is because I'm gonna have to write down which ones.
Okay.
Is
Okay,
this
hold
like
on.
a Gandalf finale firework, or is this like
I'm trying to
one of the
see.
little pop thingies you throw on the ground?
On level of sparkler to finale firework, what did we pull out?
Yes.
I declare that 3 is a Roman candle.
We have one now, but you know what? We can add that in. Because I haven't. What did I tell you to roll? A d10?
Yes.
Okay.
10 is obviously going to be finale firework, like the dragon. Oh, it should actually be the dragon! Because that's exactly what the Saxons need right now, is another revisit from the dragon.
It didn't spew fire, it is fire.
She is riches.
Remind me why we came and fought these people again. Starting to question our leader's sanity.
We wanted food.
We want to get rid of as many Saxons as possible by scaring them.
No, I'm saying that's the Saxons. They're looking
He's
up at this
saying it as
firework. Remind me again.
I was told that it'd be glorious, and I get paid a lot. You're
We
getting
died
paid a
in
lot.
glorious
I'm just getting a couple copper. You guys are getting paid?
Exactly. That's what my
You guys
friend's like.
got
You guys are
paid?
getting paid?
The third guy, oh, they were just feeding me. The last guy, they even feed you.
I had to hunt my own food. This is crap.
You roll. Roll 7.
All I got
Okay,
were
cool.
glory.
Cool. You guys ready for this?
Yes.
So, everyone, I'm going to tell you now, everyone's going to see this. You launch this firework in there. There's a moment as you hear it thunk, and then it goes off, and it's a flashbang. So it starts doing the strobe light thing. You guys are seeing strobe lights popping out somewhere in the middle of camp. The Saxons are stumbling and screaming because they are now blinded by a flashbang.
Not
Oh,
what I
that's
had
nice.
in mind, but not bad.
Deborah notices this and he goes, do I need to pull out the signal whistle at this point?
I don't think so. Uther is going to stand up and be like, well, all right, let's go set some shit on fire. Let's go.
Let's go.
I
I'm
don't even know what's going on anymore.
I don't know what the
Fan.
signal was supposed to be, but that is definitely
Yes.
it.
Yeah, you can assume that Henry, I mean, you're like, well, I guess that's the go. So now I'm
So
gonna need initiative from everybody else.
Alrighty then. 25.
Hold up, I need to erase the old initiatives. Oh, Henry, you got 25 the last time. I'm just gonna leave it.
Oh, nice.
Always so high for initiative.
I don't know.
Okay, wait. Okay, Tom?
11.
Okay. Erden.
12.
Not the same as last time. We've got 11, 12, and 13. You guys are doing great. I almost asked Uther. That's me. Hold on.
I imagine Ern's
Oh.
looking at the basically flashbang
Okay,
and
he just
thinking,
got that. Doesn't.
am I supposed to be
Sound
thinking
like
this
my
is
dice are
bright
rolling.
compared to everyone else's squinting?
Yeah, no, you're just kind of like, whoa, what's going on?
Wait a minute.
You've got this weird dichotomy going on because usually you can't see in the dark, so now you can see things. So you're like seeing the flashbangs, and there's like a contrast, but it's not bothering your eyesight. It's really weird.
I am approaching perfection in both directions.
All I can think of is all the people who can't see in the night are getting that weird strobe effect where like people are like moving and it's like
yeah, it's just like
what's going on?
Saxon rave.
Even the people on the outside of the camp are getting their irises kind of burnt out and are just looking at like, hey, that's kind of cool.
I rolled a 19.
Okay.
Because the one character who's not sure if she should have come decides to roll high on initiative. But at the same time, I'm seeing something go wrong and I want to protect people, so that actually does make sense.
My friends are in danger.
Rada?
4.
Okay.
This is funny.
Hey, if it helps, Uther rolled a 7, so I mean... Oh, I gotta...
No, I find it funny because I'm still riding Rada. She rolled a 4,
Oh.
I rolled a 19.
Andy Dea?
Oh yeah, Medea's here.
John's other character.
She's really good at not being where anything happens recently, to be fair.
Oh, I still have
13.
someone here, and I don't know if they're still here.
That
I
was
need
originally-
one for Cadmus. I don't have enough.
It was your water.
And I had some sitting on the table still. You need. Oh, there they are. No. I need more of these.
Have any loose change?
Got any loose change? What did Dea roll? Sorry.
A 13.
13. Oh no. What's your dexterity?
+1. We got a 13 dexterity.
Okay, Saxons go first. Okay, and then I need Boris and Cadmus.
If I'd known that crafting checks were going to take dexterity, I would not have put so many points in charisma.
Okay. I'm here. 18. Good job, buddy. Okay. Oh, not you. You. Cadmus is not a soldier. I'm sure he has a different Cadmus, why you do me like this?
What do you roll?
And that 19.
Nice.
He's not a soldier.
You're mine! But
And
no.
you haven't had a day to refresh your horn.
Nope.
Okay.
Well, if nothing else, I can go running in there like a crazed ocean warrior with my Tayaha out and just scare them all.
Alright, since Tooth was our last, we're gonna go to the top. So Henry,
Would you believe
that is all you, buddy. You just saw a lot of flashing lights. What are you gonna do?
Took off like a rocket. Headed straight for the guy that's laying by the fire.
Alright.
Since he's on the ground, I get advantage.
Yeah.
Considering that he's prone.
Yeah, you got like modified 19 on Dex, natural 20 on Strength, just to.
Well,
18.
no. So I was gonna say you don't get advantage. You get an automatic because he's unaware that you are there and he is prone. There's no way he can defend himself right now. So you have an automatic crit on him.
Ooh. Well, that's fun.
Yeah.
And does that count for both attacks? Or I guess my whole thing is to tackle him and put him in a full Nelson and squeeze until I hear things pop.
Okay. So basically, what you'll do is you're gonna do
Descriptive and terrifying.
basically a strength-based attack. So what you're doing is you're gonna nat 20 a grapple on him.
Yeah, grappling.
And because it's an automatic crit, just go ahead and give me your attack damage. Because you're not. See, the thing is yours is an unarmed attack anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just give me full damage, whatever you. I guess it would just be full, huh? It wouldn't be.
It would. I probably wouldn't be the tungsten knuckles because I'm not really using those.
Yeah,
so.
just. I was gonna say, do your attack damage as though the tungsten knuckles are not involved because you're doing an unarmed attack, and technically you can't do non-lethal unarmed attacks because you're a monk. Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like house ruling necessities, like allowing wood to burn in 3.5.
But at this point, this guy can't defend himself. Like, you're gonna get him in a chokehold, and you're going to knock him out. It's just a matter of whether you're just knocking him out, or if you completely cut off the blood supply from his head, and he's gonna die.
Okay, let's see. So I got.
Henry's being a better assassin than Amber.
You weren't sent in to be an assassin. You were sent in to preserve.
33.
Yeah, but I tried to be an assassin.
33?
Huh?
Yes.
I mean, if it's
Because
crit.
I crit, so it's twice. I have those arm bracers on, which give me 2d10 force damage, and then 1d6 for unarmed strike. Do I do that once or twice?
Dead. You grab him and you just hear a snap and his head's flopping. Like, there's no coming back from this. Guy's dead.
Nice.
Saxon's neck.
Yes, that was the goal. And then some dark humor, but I'm gonna use him as a puppet and grab wood and put it in the fire.
Okay.
Just because I'm trying to get torches, and just in case somebody else is awake, they're gonna just see this weird mass of something with horns and their companion being puppeteered. So hopefully it freaks them out.
So I'm gonna handle this too. So go ahead and give me a deception.
Deception.
Maybe some
What is-
intimidation
know
on
what it-
top of that?
What is this? Oh, deception. Oh, oh, natural 20. Wow. Go figure.
Oh my god!
We know who the hero of this story is.
And then what was the other one? Intimidation. Yes. Oh, 6.
You don't need to intimidate. Everybody thinks there's a Saxon putting logs on the fire. I don't know. You know what? I'm just because that was just ridiculous. I am gonna give you a D10 of inspiration just to use.
Nice.
No,
What can I
in
use
fact-
that on?
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do this differently because I've started a new campaign and we've got some new things in there that I kind of want to try. And because that was so awesome, I'm going to give you what's called an adventure token. And basically, think about all of the weird crap that Captain Jack Sparrow is allowed to get away with that doesn't make any sense, like when he escapes the ship by just swinging, cutting the rope and just swinging onto his ship. And that shouldn't have been possible. That's what this adventure token is. So, once per session, you can use this to do something incredibly awesome without any penalty.
Okay, once. Nice.
Per session.
Yeah, procession.
Yep.
This is
So
great.
once a week. Perception
Yeah.
can use this to do something.
And
Amazing.
I'm giving this, I'm going to allow everybody this opportunity. You guys will all have this adventure token. So if at any point you want to do something incredibly awesome that you don't think you could do otherwise, just say you're going to use that adventure token. Okay?
Does it include anything or just anything non-lethal?
Yes, it could be anything. So if you decide that you want to do an adventure token for a skill check, because you want to do something ridiculously awesome with this skill check, go for it. If you want to do something ridiculously awesome with attack, go for it.
Can you use your advantage? I'm a real bard.
You want to walk into a place that legitimately just shouldn't allow you in? They'll allow you in?
Adventure token!
Sorry, I thought that you just absolutely smashed Brina with an insult. I'm like, oh my gosh, that hurt! What the heck? But I understand. No, because he looks at me and it's like, could you use it to be a real bard?
Oh.
What he meant is like a real D&D bard, Earth version that Jen has in her world. But
Dominic,
when I first heard it, I was like, oh!
Dominic,
Shots
you can roll 2d4 for the entire group for that psychic damage there.
Emotional damage!
Emotional damage.
He explained what he meant, and now that he explains what he meant, that makes much more sense. But at first it's just like, ah!
Yeah, man,
Party
there's
hard.
casting a vicious
Yeah.
mockery there.
Okay. On that note, Hey, Tim actually successfully made an attack. Maybe it's because the Saxon's facing you now.
Wait a minute. What did he attack with? He lost his sword.
They're soldiers. They carry multiple weapons. He doesn't have his sword, so he's gonna whip out his knives. He does miss with the second one, though. Obviously, it's not going to do as much damage, but the guy's distracted, and Emerald did, give him a beating.
One very well placed blade in the back.
Yeah, he's going right between the ribs. Like,
Yeah, I'm just
okay,
thinking,
so
did he sever the liver, stomach, diaphragm, lung?
Yes.
Because those are all various levels of quick dying.
Probably nicked a couple of those things, but not enough to bring him down.
Doesn't quite bring him down to half, though. He is bleeding profusely, though. Alright, let's see how Halbert's doing, because he just got hit. He is not happy. Oh! Halbert, my boy!
This is why Halbert knows out.
He just nat 20'd.
Woohoo, Halbert!
He's like, you stabbed me! I'm not
Nobody
rolling
stabs
I
me!
need to stop rolling on this table.
Bleed
my own blood.
Nobody.
It's from Dodgeball.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Because I'm sitting here like, I know that quote. What do I know that quote from? Oh, yeah.
Dodgeball. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
That's pretty good. Okay, and then Colin. Oh no, his second attack. Oh, no, he missed on the second attack. Colin is also gonna roll a nat 20, dude.
Woohoo!
Okay.
Oh, no.
Well, not rolling very high. These d8s, they're not going above a 4. $16 for that one. Second attack. Oh, you also hit with your second attack. Good job. 7. Okay.
I understand why my face just fell.
Yes.
Okay. He does significantly more damage. Alright, those are not happy Saxons. Okay, next! Cadmus. Well, since things are going to shit, he's just gonna go ahead. He's gonna go ahead and load a trebuchet. Ooh! And he's gonna go ahead and hit a few people.
What does he put
Hold
the
on.
drink for?
Greek fire.
Crap,
Now I'm just imagining
Okay.
Tooth one day just pulling out a capsule of francium.
Alright. So apparently Greek fire does 2d20
Oh.
Oh!
plus 10. So 29 points of damage on the direct target. With a splash radius of 30 feet that deals another d12. Where's my d12? There's a d12.
I now feel terrible that I lack a casting of Wall of Fire. Wait a second.
30. No. 40.
Each of us has that opportunity, or if it's like we have to collectively decide who gets to use it each session.
It's gonna hit 13 people on that, so in total then he's gonna do 520 damage to these poor sleeping folks and their tents. So several tents are now on fire, with some people definitely burning. as Cadmus launches this nastiness. Amror, it's your turn. You're now hearing lots of screaming. There's flashbanging. Things have gone crazy.
Said Amarar?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh. I keep forgetting to add my...
Your modifier?
Brina, you're on deck.
I keep forgetting to add my modifier to my roll.
For initiative.
For initiative.
Oh.
Your +4 modifier.
I actually had a 23.
Oh, you should have
rolled a
gone.
19 plus 4.
Ah. Yeah, so you should go at the same time as Amror's men then.
Sorry. I always forget. I don't...
That's okay. Go ahead and take your turn then. Amror, you're on deck.
You and do what?
Narrow
Bardic Inspiration.
Ridiculously high initiative bonus too. It's not like a Nunua who doesn't actually have any initiative bonus.
Yes, I know. Crap!
Just do some Bardic Inspiration.
I might do that. But who on? Like, who? Wait, Bardic Inspiration. Within 60 feet of me, okay.
Goodness gracious, great balls of butter.
Thanks.
The other one I could think of was let's set fire to the rain. Watch it burn.
Question.
Answer.
Can I do
Oh,
Bardic Inspiration and a cantrip, or do I only get one?
They're
Or
depends on your cantrip. Your bardic inspiration is an action, I believe.
I was gonna say the cantrip
Or
is technically an action.
Yeah, you can do a cantrip if it's a
Thaumaturgy?
bonus.
No, it's actually it's a casting time of 1.
And Bardic Inspiration's a regular action as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
As a bonus action, you can inspire others through certain words or music. To do so, you
I
use
thought
your bonus
Bardic
action to turn.
Bonus
On your
action.
turn, choose one creature other than yourself within 60 feet can hear you. That creature gains 1 bardic inspiration die.
It increases when you come 8th, when you get to 5th level, and 10th, and so on.
Your cantrip's your action and your bonus. And
Yeah.
that communicates
And
Bardic.
bardic inspiration is your bonus.
Perfect. So for my action, since like how far away are we even from the tents?
You guys were 100 yards away.
Yeah, like I'm not really close enough to be able to do much. But one thing I will do is do thaumaturgy and change the color of the flames.
What color are you changing them to?
You close enough to do that?
Oh, no, I'm not close enough to do that. Never mind. Dang it.
Hmm.
I don't know what to do with this range.
Well,
Well,
I don't have a bow. I'm a bard.
I know.
This is Brina, not Maraway.
you can always hold your action until you get closer.
Yeah, I am gonna do Bardic Inspiration. I'll give it to Uther. Because he's the leader of our ragtag little bunch here.
Okay.
And I'll hold... You said 100?
Yeah. So you're 100 yards, which is something in feet. Thank you.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm just gonna hold my action because I don't think I have anything that has that range.
Don't worry. So everybody's gonna be sprinting for the first little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Amror, now it's your turn.
You said
Uh,
flashbangs and screaming.
Yep.
So, is it obvious that the burning has begun?
Yes, I would say so.
Okay. Do our Saxons still seem very intent on following us around, or do they have bigger problems?
Oh, they're super distracted. Except the three you guys are fighting, they're still fighting.
Mm-hmm.
But the Saxon you attacked just got stabbed in the back, so he's just going, "What is happening?" But the rest of them are very distracted by the flashbang.
Noticing that, the tents of the place that we're about to be leaving are going to be setting fire soon, he'll kind of motion to his men like, hey, that kind of move out, it's time to leave.
Save the food, get out, quick.
And I will cast Nature's. I will use another use of Nature's Veil to turn invisible before I start heading away from our Saxon camp. Don't be in the camp when it burns.
Exactly.
Okay. Sounds good. Alright. Boars?
I'll dash if I don't need to disengage once I'm invisible.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. So Boris is going to lead the cavalry around as fast as he can. So that's his turn. They're just dashing. The Saxons. Most of them are distracted, but the ones that are fighting, you get a hit in. Just one hit, though. It's Tim. Ooh, that's a hard hit on Tim. That was a whole 11 damage. Ouch. Alright, the second one, oh, that's a hit. That's a miss, though. That's a nat 1. What is he gonna do? Okay, he gets one hit in. Also does 11 damage. I'm sorry, Halbert. I'm not trying to.
No, not Halbert!
Oh, he's fine.
Okay.
I mean, he's gonna critically miss on the second one, so we'll see what he does. Oh, 16. Oh, he pulled a muscle. Oh no, so he hit hard, but then, like, stumbled or whatever, and he's pulled a leg muscle. So I'm going to give Halbert an attack of opportunity because he used just one over. And he gets a nat 18. Good job, Halbert.
We like Halbert.
Mm-hmm.
Yay.
Actually, you know, I'm gonna take that roll that I threw on there.
Halbert's a great guy.
We like Halbert.
And we're just Halbert.
I like that Albert trusts Halbert since he just learned his name this session.
Yeah, but Halbert knows all Amor's secrets.
And now Amber knows the secret of his name. Sorry, I'm gonna pull you a little bit.
Nobody gave me a list of how many nights I had, much less their names.
I know.
That's okay. I'm just kind of. Oh, the second guy misses a lot. Or third guy misses a lot. So Colin doesn't get hit this round. Alright.
If you need to bring your chair over so you can actually sit in a comfortable chair and have your phone.
EJ, that's you! Erden, you're on deck.
Yep. EJ is up. Sorry, I just realized I had to specify which one of you is up.
So, Adea sees that it's time to start burning tents, and we've sent Greek fire in. And now feels very outdone by Cadmus as she pulls out her borrowed longbow and fires an arrow with searing smite on it.
Sweet.
To, perpetuate more burning. Probably somewhere that the Greek fire isn't. Because longbow...
yeah, I was gonna say, I mean, if you just aim for a tent, you're bound to hit something.
Exactly.
Basically, just roll me an attack, and as long as it's above a 10, you're probably gonna hit.
This is like, this is classic archers in the back strategy. You don't have to have aim it when you have that many arrows in the air, or that many people you can hit. Tents in this case.
Is this the proverbial shooting fish in a barrel?
Yeah.
No, that's a different concept.
Yeah, this is more of a... Yeah, not a fish in a barrel, this is more of a, more of a causing a wildfire scenario.
Let's see here.
Well, my thing is the fish in a barrel idea is the fact that because they're all packed into one area, you will likely hit something because of the small space.
I suppose when you put it that way, yes.
Yeah.
Like in that context is what I meant, but
I got a 20.
Nice.
Oh, perfect, yeah. Whatever you hit goes up like a dry bush.
Hooray.
Huzzah! The ship is ours.
Erden!
Done the thing.
Tong is on deck.
I guess Ern's just readying his action to, I guess, sprint with Uther.
Excellent.
And Thunderclap is gonna follow, but I think he gets to keep his stealth since running is only 60 movement feet, and horses have a natural 60 feet of movement.
Okay. If he sprints after you, though, he might actually catch up to you.
No, he's not sprinting. It's just 60 feet of movement since it's just normal movement.
He sees us moving, he trots along.
It's like, wow, you guys are slow.
Yeah. Alright. Tong! You're up. Then it'll be Uther, then it'll be you.
Bonus action command, manifest mind, move 30 feet towards the camp. Just gonna look at Rod and say, I need you to get me as close as you can. And
Yep.
And she will mount Rada, use her and hold her action to dash to when Rada moves her full movement, that she'll dismount and run as far as she can.
Okay. Cool. Alright.
Not that it matters, but are you sitting behind or in front of Rena?
Behind.
Okay.
Alright. Uther is just going to sprint ahead.
Don't forget your bardic inspiration.
Yes. But he also happens to have a longbow because he's been trained by Welch on how to fight. So, he's going to light an arrow. He's going to basically dash his 60 feet, stop, light an arrow, and then let her rip. And hopefully... Oh, that's my boy. Okay. And he's going to go ahead and light a tent up on... basically the next one over from whatever day is hit. So, now we've got a line starting as things catch on fire.
This is when I kind of want to drop Marroway into this campaign.
And you know what? I'm just going to use the thing to move the rest of Amror's men. We're also they also rolled an 18. Cool. So they're all going to set fire to some tents. I'm gonna say there's we're gonna say you have 9 men in total. You did have 10, but you lost one in that battle. So you have 9 men. So the other 6 are going to light some tents on fire. So basically, this whole front half is on fire. Just as Uther wanted it to be. Okay, Tooth.
Okay.
You just set off a flashbang.
I did.
You're seeing fires pop up in other places. You're hearing some fighting behind you. Things have gone crazy.
Excellent. I pulled out my little trebuchet.
Okay.
The lid is B-sides. I have fashioned another explosive onto it.
Are you putting the dynamite on it?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
What?
I need to look up the damage.
I couldn't understand what Tooth's doing.
Dynamite on his little trebuchet.
Almost nothing could go wrong.
Equals wait for our own people to get out of the camp.
Don't worry, they can survive 10d10 bludgeoning damage, right?
No, without a long
Okay.
rest to recover from fighting
How
the
many
Saxons
sticks
already.
of dynamite do you have tied together in that thing? 3? Okay.
That's going to make gigantic boom. Just a little boom.
Just a little bit.
Just a little boom. Alright.
Are they tied
So
together?
go ahead and launch it. I need an attack. See how basically just see how far you go.
Sorry, that was a 10. For sure it was a 10.
It looked like a 10 from where I was at.
It looked like a 10 from yeah. I'm gonna say it was a 10 because it looked like a 10 from where I was at. So, is there anything you want me to add to that?
No, they have to make a dexterity save. Are you throwing it into the midst of the Saxons?
Yes.
They're not going to make it.
They're not gonna make
Okay,
it.
so they're gonna take full damage. So I need. Okay, 3. You know what? We're gonna do 3d6 bludgeoning damage and 2d10 fire damage from this exploding in the middle of them and sending shrapnel everywhere.
It's not.
It's a raining. Oh,
It's
but
raining.
it's a raining. Or at the very least,
Man.
their limbs.
Man
Yeah.
limbs.
That would be it's raining men. Hallelujah, it's raining men. Arms, legs.
So how many did I need?
Gallons of blood.
Toes. Coming all across the sea.
So how many d6s did I need?
What are they two?
They're not gonna make it.
No,
They're
they're not gonna make it in this
to the
war.
end.
We have 9, 11.
11.
I can count.
Those Saxons are dead, right?
Or maimed, or just seriously in here.
Okay, so you had 11 for the 3d6
Yeah.
and the 2d10. Uh, 43. Okay, and then what's the radius on this thing? So 15 feet. No, 9 feet. I mean, that is that makes more sense. Okay, so 54. Okay. They're just. This way. Sorry. Now I've got to do the whole camp. Damage. So. Rada's on deck. Okay. Alright, so there is a massive explosion that you guys hear. And about a third of the camp is now on fire. You just did 648 damage to the camp.
Excellent.
That was just with 3 sticks? Oh gosh.
Yes.
Dynamite is dangerous.
And make a boom.
Hard to imagine that the guy that invented it also invented the Nobel Peace Prize.
He invented the Nobel Peace Prize after he invented the dynamite because he felt bad about what he had done. At least that's the story that I've heard. I will have to fact check that.
I keep
Just
hearing
imagine,
about
like, peace. We need peace. How? Like this. Ah, now there isn't another side. Now we have peace.
I think you're using that word wrong. It should be pieces.
I mean, hey,
Right.
you can't be you can't be tried for war crimes if there is no other if there's no military to try you.
You can claim you weren't even there if there are no witnesses.
We were peaceful, very peaceful.
Okay. So, Rada, Henry, you're on deck, so be ready.
Sweet.
Alright, so I'm going to use my action and my bonus action to dash. That's 150 feet movement straight into Saxon camp.
All right.
As that's done, that will trigger Tong's held action to move.
Okay.
Now, how close is
Well-
she now?
We'll say close enough to be able to do some damage.
Excellent.
900
Alright.
yards is 300 feet minus 150.
Well, I was gonna say, I was using yards just because I'm American, but we'll just say it was 100 feet. So like you're in camp. I don't want them that far away. Yeah.
Mhm.
You have gone through the fire, found an opening, and like you're in there. I'll say, in fact, Tong is close enough that she sees the dead guy that Henry just like snapped the neck of. Like he's still holding on to this guy and making it look like he's setting a fire.
Alright, so she's going to look over towards Henry's. This is where the fun begins.
I will salute her with the dead guy.
Group, I tell you, this group is chaotic.
Oh, this isn't the half of it.
What happens when Amror is
Alright.
drunk?
It's alright. Is that everything?
Yep.
From you, Arthur? Okay, Henry. It is now your turn.
So,
Saluting with the dead guy.
do I have a good amount of sticks that are on fire?
Yes.
Okay.
I
cool.
mean, everything around you is on fire now. Like, it's not going to take much to just light the rest of it.
So where is it not on fire? And are there any
Well,
any
so
Saxons
the
between me and
the
them?
outer rim is on fire, so all of the tents that make the outer ring are on fire. Saxons are up and they're screaming. They're like, "What's going on?"
Nice. I'm gonna pick the 2 hardiest sticks I can find, and wield them like what's those little weapons where like yeah, just basically short swords that are on fire. And I'm gonna go running towards the center of the camp, touching all the tents that aren't on fire. So how far can I run?
You can run 30 feet.
Ooh, I
unless
can use key.
you
So
can use
I can
key.
use it. Aha. So I can run up
Yeah.
to 80 feet.
Yeah.
You have
Sweet.
150, you have 45 movement speed, don't you? You can do
Yeah,
90.
45.
Oh
so
yeah, 45. So 90.
yeah, 90. So yeah, you can move 90. I just want you to give me just I guess some dexterity rolls just to see. Basically, give
20.
me 2. Basically, we'll use those as your action and your bonus.
24 and a 10.
No, you know what I mean. A 24 and a 10. Okay. You are. Ow.
You okay?
The board fell on my foot. Ow.
Well, that's no fun.
You are able to catch 6 additional tents on fire.
Yay. And then, yeah, that's essentially it. That's
Are you
my
still
turn.
holding on to this body?
No, I
Okay,
guess
you-
before I will have tossed that at a nearby Saxon who is freaking out, and say catch, whilst I change to the sticks and start running.
This feels like an anime.
He does manage to catch it, but they both tumble and then fall into fire. So
Oh,
that's...
it's so terrifying.
All right. Good job.
Oh, this feels like a great moment to use get help.
I hate that guy.
All right.
I hate that.
So we're back up to Amor's man who is with him. Tim is going to be smart. He's not actually going to attack. He is going to get his flint out, and he rolled well, so he's just going to strike, and he's going to light that flower on fire, and then he's going to shove his friends out of the way, and they're going to dive out of the tent as that thing explodes on those Saxons that are in there.
It is still Mission Impossible after all.
Go Tim.
Yeah.
No, that's his own personal theme at the moment.
Boop, boop, boop.
I've only seen it once, but there were definitely lots of explosions in the one that I did see.
You got this, Tim.
And he's going to do a significant amount of damage. What did I do? Oh, it's in between my legs. Two. Okay. 2. Saxon 1 is basically almost dead.
Roll for tinnitus.
You're getting pretty close. Tinnitus.
I actually expected that.
See if his ears are ringing? Yeah.
Because of the death.
Oh, yeah. They're all. Anyone within that vicinity, that and the dynamite, they're all deafened. So basically, that whole area is just deafened. You're welcome. So are you,
They can't hear you.
man. You're welcome. You're welcome. I can't hear my own voice.
60 feet is not far enough away.
For the dynamite? No. You're not going to get hit by it, but you're definitely deafened by it.
Awesome. Thanks,
Well,
dude.
Tooth, I can do even more chaos because no one can hear you causing problems.
Don't encourage him.
Aren't you?
I can cause even more
so-
chaos when no one can hear
Actually,
my screams.
you know, I'm just going to go ahead.
Probably.
There were still. How many bags did I still have?
Find a more stable party to be the heart for.
There's still 7 in there.
Problem is that she's not near the people who actually need the hearts. She's actually with some of the most competent people right now.
Yes, but I'm also small, so it's better to be with the competent people because I don't really know how much help I can be. But I gave bardic inspiration to our leader.
Emma tried to make sense of the chaos. Are you trying to make noise? What are you doing?
Hold on. But like I said, if he lights the one, there's still 7 bags in there, so hold on. There's gonna be a hell of a lot more damage. Those Saxons are dead.
Nice.
They're gonna be fine. They dove out of the way, but
Tim Halbert and Colin are good, you mean?
huh?
Tim Halbert and Colin are good?
Yeah, he knows exactly what he's doing. He flints that, and he grabs them, and he just flings them flat on the ground. They're probably gonna take a little bit of damage from just the explosion, but
Yeah.
the way the bags were propped up, they were facing more towards the Saxon camp than towards the outer wall. Yeah.
Actually, now I'm just thinking about it. Tooth probably could have used those like novelty noisemakers that do the whole spinning thing, and the Saxon camp wouldn't have heard him. Could have actually used an actual noisemaker.
Oh, doing so bad.
Next we're going to have Tooth pulling air horns out of his bag and not getting any attention.
Okay.
I mean, wasn't it the last Saxons we dealt with? We're convinced that Rada was just a person on a horse.
I thought those were Vikings.
Vikings don't exist yet.
Were they Saxons?
They would have been Utes.
Okay.
Because we
'Cause
were
all I
Denmark
remember
and Jutland is in Denmark.
Yeah, Utes.
Well, because
Yeah.
Harold wanted to go after the Vikings. Like, he was hard set on going after the Vikings.
Okay.
Oh, we'll see him in 200 years. He's a time anachronism.
That's fine.
So, Vikings are just now starting to kind of be a thing, but not really, like, they don't have a name. Because
Harold
they're
just
pirates.
started singing. That's what he did.
They're Scandinavian pirates is what they are. Alright, he just did 221 damage to the camp, and that tent is gone.
Ooh.
And so is the tent next to it.
Hey, where's the food tent? What food tent?
Oh, for heaven's sake. Why
How
does it
far
do
did
that?
we get the food?
Yeah, I was gonna say, did we get
Before
any of the
everything
food
went
away?
to fire and
Oh,
exploded.
yeah, no, you got it far enough away that it's not going to be affected by this. Okay.
Other than 7 sacks of flour. Sorry, Brina.
Oh, that beautiful bread.
Alright. Brina, that is you.
Okay. Thank you for quoting that. Which color would make the Saxons most terrifying?
Purple.
I'm going between purple and green. I can't choose. I guess I could, well, change color for 1 minute. I guess I could have it go back and forth in between purple and green.
Yeah, it's a cantrip.
Yeah.
Blood red.
Yeah, I'm going to cast Thaumaturgy and cause the flames that are now surrounding everything to change color in between purple and green.
That's gonna freak him out. Alright,
That's
since
the
you're gonna
point.
do... Okay, you do that. I want you to give me an intimidation.
Do purple.
At advantage because they are already... I mean, there's explosions and things going on around them.
Purple, green, and orange. They're all complementary.
22. Wait.
Nice.
Roll it at advantage.
Oh, no, I didn't. 22.
Okay,
Same thing both times.
so... That does effectively start sending them exactly where Uther wanted them. They are heading away from you guys. They're
Yay.
running, there's chaos. They are freaking out.
The only thing worse than fires and explosions are purple
No,
and
but
green
flames
fires.
and
and explosions.
Right?
that's like around the flames that sees the change, if they want to give comment, by all means. From our own party, I
Oh no,
mean.
Ern's hearing the explosions like, so is that what an explosion sounds like? Also, those are beautiful flames. Nice job, Brina.
Thank you.
I'm not even sure if Henry has a relative reference for explosions. Oh, he's thinking like, oh my gosh. All they can think about is when Tom blew up their
Hitting
cave.
things. Really frustrating.
And
Yeah, I'm
it's
pretty
going,
sure
good.
the fireball in the cave is like the only thing that we have comparable to explosion.
Oh, that will be my thought. We'll be like, huh, is this tongues doing? What she meant by let chaos ensue?
She said this is where the fun begins.
Oh yeah, the fun. That's right, not chaos.
Basically the same thing coming from
Yeah.
Kong.
Thaumaturgy, that's technically going to be my action. As I'm mounted on Rada, I'm not going to really move anywhere because I don't want to be underfoot and get trampled.
That's a wise choice.
Yeah,
No trampling underfoot.
and that'll be my action, so I believe it's whoever's next.
Yep, so Cadmus just launched another... Amor, you're after him. So you're on deck. Cadmus just launched another Greek fire in there and did another 186 damage to the camp. Things are starting to crumble. That's you, Amor.
Okay.
It's me again.
Since Tim has so definitely proven that he really should be an explosions expert, what do they call those people?
Detonation expert? Yeah, detonation?
Yes.
No, they're just explosives experts.
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
just explosive
Yeah.
experts.
In a time way before that's a real career, it would appear that they're probably going to be okay getting out of there, other than the fact that nobody, including myself, can hear. So, it's time to, well, I'd say go return and make sure everybody knows that we definitely escaped, but they're all charging the tents, so...
Point at them, tell them to go in a singular direction, and just keep blowing that whistle. So they know it's you.
Can they even hear the whistle?
The people who are next to the explosion can. And it's probably shrill enough to get over all the screams.
Give me 1 second. So, is Amaranth outside of the ring of fire yet?
Is Amor out of the... Yeah. Amor and all of his men are out of the Ring of Fire.
The ring.
I ran into a burning ring of fire.
Burn, burn, and the flame just
Flames changed color.
Purple
That goes
and
in.
greens.
Change color now.
Disco Inferno.
Burn, baby, burn. Saxon Inferno!
And the food's all in a safe place, so if everybody's charging and the food's in a safe place, I guess the answer is now to participate in burning things on the outside. Pick up a stick
The
and get
flour...
your-
I was to say, you still have 3 unused bags of flour by you and your men that are still strapped to a sled. So if you guys want to pull those somewhere,
Yeah, we
just
probably
set
do
up
still
another...
need to get those out. Time to pull a sled.
Okay.
Decided. Pull the sled to the remainder of our safe food.
Alright,
We
so
exploded the rest of the flour.
we'll, I was gonna say, we'll move it on their turn because you won't be able to move it on your own.
Fair enough.
So, we'll hold off. Boris does not know how to use the trebuchet. So he went to go and try and use it.
Uh-oh.
Trying to think. So I don't have.
You should operate me with them. I know how to operate those.
Uh,
Usually when you make an attack with something you're not proficient in, you don't have the proficiency bonus.
right. Let's say. I'm gonna say what happens is he goes to send it and it doesn't go. So he and some of the cavalrymen just kick it and roll it in before it explodes. So
There goes the trebuchet.
I have a feeling that
use.
I have a feeling that was not the Atlantean
Okay.
one that Tooth uses specifically.
No.
As his Atlantean
Yeah.
one, he used it to throw dynamite.
No. This was one of the ones that
Cadmus made.
Cadmus made. So you guys hear another explosion go off.
And rocks fall from the sky.
Yeah, this is gonna be kind of pieces of wood. Just you know what? That's true. Because of the way he made it, it explodes and it's literally just dirt that's on fire, flying through the air. So,
that's pleasant.
we're talking like volcanic bombs. Yeah. So. 21. How much space? 16. Okay. That's a lot. Hold on. So that one manages to do 336 damage as it just rips through the far end of camp. We're getting sort of close-ish. We're trying.
When you realize that there's no such thing as surrender when you are surrounded by a burning wall of fire.
We're down to almost about half of the camp on fire.
Medea is sad that she didn't get the wall of fire right.
Okay. And then the Saxons. Saxons are just running chaotically. They're not really sure what to do. Yeah, the wise women are at a loss, so they're just kind of running chaotically around. That goes to Idea. Erden, you're on deck.
Are there more tents to set on fire on Adea's side?
You're gonna have to start moving in to
Because no one got into position besides Henry.
well, Idea was on the front end. You're gonna have to move into camp to get anything else on fire.
I think Adea's just gonna wait up on the. Maybe it's not a hill, but the last time Adea decided to lead the battlefield, she almost died, so. We've done a good job setting fire to things. She'll wait safely back here now.
Sounds good. So that's Erden, Tongs on deck.
I guess I'm still ringing in action to just jog with Uther and stab anyone who gets close.
Okay. Sounds good.
Stabby.
Alright, Tong.
Alright.
I almost said Uther's on deck. Well, tough. Okay.
Alright, so. First off, bonus action, cast Dragon Thread on Gao Shi, sending him off to go and just do what Smog did to Lake Town in The Hobbit.
Ah,
And,
okay.
And she's gonna say, "Let rain the fires of Munisselheim," and cast Firebolt on a on any nearby tent that she can see that isn't on fire.
Some on the center. I mean, they can't fly back, so I guess just roll damage.
Alright,
I'm gonna be concerned if the tents do start fighting back, especially since they are on fire.
oh, 2d10.
The wise women finally remember that they need to do something, so they cast animate object.
How the hell does that happen? I rolled 2 ones.
That sucks.
Eh,
Snake eyes.
trauma. Trauma is starting to build.
Yashu has
Eh.
has a
So-
what is it?
Is it just 2d10?
Yeah, it's 2d10.
No bonuses. Okay, so just 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
But, so that effectively ends Song's turn. Meanwhile, Gauch is going ahead burning everything he can see as he flies by.
I love the smell of napalm in the morning.
Alright, that's 3d6. That is a total of 7 fire damage as he drive-by burns some tents. And he has 60 feet.
That was how much?
7.
7?
That's 60 feet of tents.
Oh, so for every 10 feet, there's one tent on fire.
I mean, Fire Breath, or Dragon's Breath has a range of, has a 15-foot cone, but he's just like flying by burning things. And that
Uther
will be
isn't-
his turn.
Okay. Side. Trying to decide what I'm looking to do. Um, 60 feet out. You're about 40 feet out from there, so. He's gonna start dashing around to the far side. Where Rada and Tooth and them were all supposed to be when they got up there, but couldn't get to because things went chaotic. So he's gonna start skirting his way around. He'll take his thing. He's just gonna keep dashing. He's not gonna stop. He's just moving on. Tooth, and then Rada's on deck. I am making my way back to where we were supposed to meet up. Sorry, hold on. What? I'm going back to where we're supposed to meet up. I did my damage. Okay. I'm gonna need dexterity from you so you don't catch on fire. You gotta find the way out. So. Oh, this is bad. It is a 19. 19? Yeah, you'll be able to make your way out where you're not on fire. Alright. Rada with Henry on deck.
Alright, Rada will take out a torch, light it in one of the fires of the tent, and just charge to where she's supposed to be, running over any Saxons to get in her way.
Damage.
7 to get in your way. Amber's men are after Henry, but then Brina will be on deck after that. So, all right, Henry, what you doing?
Okay, so as I'm running through lighting things on fire, I'm realizing I'm not doing a lot of damage. So I'm gonna look around as I'm heading towards the center of the camp, or heading towards kind of that direction where the least amount of fire is at, to see if there's any tents that look particularly lootable, or like they're to, I guess, some high officer in the Saxon army.
I'm gonna need perception to see if anything looks like it'd be important that isn't on fire.
20 modified.
I mean, there's a couple of bigger tents that look important. That kind of remind you a little bit of the big meeting tents that Uther and Aurelius have. They're
And
starting to
then
smolder.
starting to smolder. Well, I will duck into those tents and to see if there's anything, if it looks like a meeting tent or if it looks like anything else.
It looks like a meeting tent.
Before I light them on fire, I'll look through everything real quick just to see if there's anything important.
Okay. So you've already used your action to basically see things, so you'll have to wait until your next turn to be able to search through things.
Bummer. Okay.
Okay.
Go.
Head online. Online. So Ember's men are all going. So not this is separate. Alright, so now we're on to Ember's men. They're gonna help you pull that thing over because it's their turn. They're basically using no, you know, I won't make it. I won't worry about that because you're all doing it. So I will use their turn to let them light that sucker on fire and get the hell out of Dodge. So there's gonna be another explosion.
Oh.
Wait. They were moving the food. They weren't lighting it on fire.
No, they're moving the flour.
The flour that was on the sled?
Yeah.
I thought
So
they
they're
were moving that to go with the rest of the safe food.
No.
Oh.
Is that what you thought?
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want them to do that, I guess they can.
I mean,
You're in charge.
We've kind of thoroughly burned this area, and we've already exploded all the other flowers, so.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, they can just move it out of the way.
Yep.
In which case, you guys are just kind of temporarily out of combat.
Yes. Move the flower. Continue our food mission now that chaos has ensued and stealth is not necessary. Not like any of us can hear anything anyways, so.
Yeah.
Maybe best not to get snuck up on.
Alright, so then it'll be Brina's turn, followed by Cadmus, and then Amror.
So, with Rada moving around to where we're supposed to be, so we're facing a different part of the camp, right?
Yep.
Okay. Because that thaumaturgy, it's only a range of 30 feet. So it was only the first. It was only the flames like within the 30 feet of us at the front that were changing colors. So
Okay.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do the same thing. In the area that's now in front of us on the side. Flames are still gonna change color because I like that effect. But this time, instead of purple and green, they're gonna be blue and white. Do I need to roll another intimidate?
Yeah, go ahead.
Ooh, that one didn't go as well. Is that still an advantage because of the chaos?
Yes.
Oh, that's better. 16.
Yep, still pretty terrified. They're running away from where you guys are heading. And it also helps that right at the time that you do this, Cadmus, bless his soul, rolled a nat 20 on the next fire he was going to shoot out there. And he's kind of been shuffling down as he's been going. So not far from where you guys are, there's a massive explosion, and there is just like a ripple effect as it just shoots down the line. Most of the camp is on fire now. There's not much left. These people are trapped at this point. Like, whatever he did, it just went all the way around the empty side that hadn't been hit yet, and so everything is surrounded. There's just a bit in the middle.
I stand by my decision to save the flower.
Yeah. So, Amror.
We're hauling flour.
Yeah, you're hauling flour. Boris is just kind of like stunned, and he's actually telling his men to back up because of the heat and the smoke, and he's like, we're getting out of here. Come on, we're going back to the front. Like, we're not sticking here. My poor Saxons. Okay. Woo! They are suffering from smoke inhalation. Okay, damn it. Do that.
It's no fun for them.
No.
I don't name one part of this entire experience that would be fun for them.
Okay.
Discovering intruders right before it
So,
all went wrong.
People are starting to collapse because of the heat, because of the smoke. Fact. I'm gonna roll my percentage dice right now. Well, that's not very much. Okay. 3% of the people who are in there are now collapsing. Dead. So that has taken us to Idea, and then Erden on deck.
People are retreating. Adea's spot on the outside seems like an excellent place to wait for everyone to come back.
Sounds good. Alright, Erden, Tong on deck.
Verdon, he's first gonna just try and do a perception check to see where Amror and his men are.
Okay.
Is
Well, our foreman pulling a sled out of a tent full of fire. A camp full of fire.
Sorry, what was that?
12 for perception.
A 12 for... So the air is thick with smoke now. You are having a hard time seeing. You can still see shapes. You know where Uther is. He's not that far ahead of you. But he is also stopped, and he's kind of... You can see him gesturing to the other men that are with you guys. But it's really hard to see things right now.
Yeah, I'll just...
And it's starting to get really hot.
Aaron will jog up next to him and just say, "So, do you think we should probably take a step back or something?"
Okay.
Inferno
Tong! You're on deck.
Alright, so Gaucher is going to keep doing the same thing he was doing, but I'm going to roll I suppose a wisdom save for Tong, considering what's going on.
Okay. And actually, before you do that, I want... Well, actually... Not... Oops, I took it down. Go ahead and roll your... I took the thingy down.
got a natural 20. So I guess she's fine. She's not frightened
Yeah.
yet.
She's not frightened yet. Well, we'll...
Caught up in the revelry. Still.
Aridin, you're not allowed to die yet.
However, she's
Camera.
not stupid, so she's going to be getting out of there.
Okay. So I'm gonna have you do a con save.
Yeah, but Aridin's prophesied to die in a fire.
I know.
Constitution, that is a 12.
12. Okay. You are having trouble breathing. The smoke is so thick that it's making you dizzy, it's making you lightheaded. And you are going to take a level of exhaustion, so you are now fatigued. Which is probably why she's like, okay, don't be scared. You're not gonna die here. Just get out of here.
It's like, you're not trapped this time. You're not under a burning. You're not under a burning beam. Just work on those breathing exercises. This is doing a lot worse. This doing the opposite.
All right. So
Actually, Erden should probably do something like a wisdom save for that as well.
And dash action.
we'll get there. It's just because she's in the middle of everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they just kind of like dash out of there because he's going to do the last thing that he was told to do.
Yeah.
So that's another. I think another 3d6. That's another 7.
Okay. So Uther is backing the hell up, and he's actually going to whip this crazy horn off of his hip, and he's gonna blow it. And at first, Erden, you don't hear anything, but then it's like you feel it reverberating within you. Like, you can feel it rattling your bones. Like, he's sending out a message that people can feel rather than hear, because there's been so many explosions that there's no way. And you know he had to have gotten this from the island, because there's no way he would have just had this lying around. And that's all he's gonna do. Tooth! I want to know what you're doing.
I mean, I'm still making my way back. I
That's
think
true. Okay. I do need a con save from you as well.
Down to know from this.
The smoke is floating above your head, but damn, is it hot. And you might be cooking in your armor. Don't know. You're so
Oh,
little.
I don't wear metal armor.
It doesn't matter. You could be cooking in your leather armor. You are in a toaster oven.
I'm shaking in my baby seal leather boots.
Yeah, it really sucks for the Saxons because they are cooking in metal armor.
It's just a 10.
Just a 10? Okay. You are also going to take a level of exhaustion because you are now sweating profusely. You are hot. This is miserable. This is not comfortable at all. You can see the way out. You can find ways where the flames aren't. But again, you're in a toaster oven. You're just like, oh my gosh.
Baked alive.
I'm also gonna have like a damp cloth over my face.
You're like, okay, this is getting bad. All right. Did you put it in your own sweat? There's no water here.
I had a canteen.
All right. Anyway.
There is no water in this air.
Oh my gosh, what are you?
That is
Super soup.
Rada. And then Henry on deck.
Alright, so I'm going to have a lot of this and realize things are going better than expected right now and just pull out. And I am being kicked out of the building, so I will see you all next week.
Okay.
Bye, Arthur.
Bye.